Demon Slayer, Season 4, Episode 5. I even eat demons. And I gotta say, this kind of shows the tragedies have really affected a lot of the Hashira. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, Brent here back for Geek Variants. We cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, Demon Slayer. And I gotta say, great episode overall. We had four Hashira in all pop up in this episode, including Aguro, Sanami, Guillaume, and everyone's favorite Mitsuri. I mean, not mine, but hey, that's why we all have personal preferences. And I gotta say, this episode started off really light, really carefree. Mitsuri never really seems to take much seriously. She's more focused on flexibility training, and flexibility training is very important. Being able to be flexible and not be as rigid can help you survive more serious accidents and more serious moments in your life. If you're flexible, you tend to be able to take a little bit more damage overall. So her training, very essential. I know some people be like, they just did it for comedic effect. Sure, it was in fact comedic, but there was a purpose behind it. Obviously, he's able to pass on through. And because Mitsuri is always gushing about all the people she meets and all the happy moments she is, she sent a letter to a girl because a girl really, cares for her significantly, which then triggers his jealousy, which makes Tanjiro's life an absolute living hell. Because a girl will never not hate him for one, and then you add this on top of it, now we have an even more intense moment of passion and hatred, and Tanjiro realized ultimately you need to focus on your breathing, as I was almost shouting out during the live stream. You focus on your breathing, you calm your nerves, you calm your focus, you're able to fight him more clearly because you aren't worried about everyone else around you because you need to treat your environment as if it's just inanimate objects, even though it is your teammates that you deeply care for. Once he was able to do that, Iguro's training, he was able to slash his cloak, which kind of sucks because his cloak is super cool looking. But at the same time, then he was able to get moved on. He ran in then to his buddy Zenitsu, and as much as I don't like him, he was the perfect person to really encapsulate and incorporate just how terrified he really should be of Sanami's training, because Sanami is a psychopath. And while he's a good guy, air quotes around him and everything that he is, he's still someone you need to be worried out for. Even his own family no longer can feel safe or trusted around him. He was willing at that moment in time to gouge out his own little brother's eyes because his brother was trying so hard to keep up with him. He was trying to cut corners and eat demons, which repulses Sonomy on a whole nother insane level. His hatred of demons is one of one. He is 1A in the demon hating ranks. So to have the fact that his own flesh and blood is participating in eating of demons is a bit much in a lot of terms, but Genya is just doing everything he can to keep up and help avenge his family and everything that his family has gone through. Because of the all-out brawl that ensues, because Tanjiro, of course, is going to insert himself into a situation that he believes is not being handled correctly, we get moved on to the very next level of training. And the level of training that comes up next is the one and the only Guillaume. And if you notice, everything has been pretty succinct at this point. That's because Guillaume needs to be explained. This dude is literally blind. He's been blind since birth. He has been blind for the longest amount of time. He has a relation to one of the upper six. They grew up in the same orphanage. Well, upper six demon, I should be very specific. They grew up in the same orphanage up until something heinous happened. Guillaume came out the right end of it. The other one was the cause of why everything went bad, and obviously was an upper six demon. So Guillaume has been put through quite a bit. He's been tempted to be bullied his whole life because people have been trying to trip him, but he has insane senses, much like a Daredevil character would or Toph Bei Fong from Avatar would. I would say Guillaume is far cooler than Daredevil ever is, but that's just my personal opinion. Guillaume is someone who has been through the utmost when he was little after that incident. He ran into a lower demon, like it's just like your average demon, and the demon tried to jump him, and Guillaume had zero Hashira training and literally choked this demon to death with his bare hands. No training, no skills, hasn't been honing his body, just straight brute force. He is the only Hashira that we should be fairly comfortable with going into the battle against the upper rank demons of Muzan's Infinity Castle. Yome is one of one, and he's going to be pivotal moving forward because he's 27. He's very, very old for a Hashira. And he is likely going to be probably, if he's able to unleash his mark, I should say. We're not certain he will or will not, that he could be even more insanely strong than he currently is. Without a mark, even with people like Moichiro unlocking theirs, he would easily, and I mean easily, handle the other Hashira in a fight should he take it to his utmost level of seriousness. And obviously, look at the weapons this guy's carrying. He's not exactly someone who's got a light kit, so the fact that Zenitsu and Inosuke and Tanjiro are now under his direct training, things are going to get even more intense than they currently have been. Very excited to see what we've got left in the last 3 episodes of this season of Demon Slayer. It feels like it was short. It feels like it was sweet. It's almost too succinct. What would be sweet for me is if you have that lovely red subscribe button. It's in the bottom right corner, the little logo there, or in the description box below. If not, hit that like button or dislike button if you hated the video. We'll see you in the next one, and potentially some Fallout 4 live streaming today. Thanks, folks.